Good afternoon, Miss Rosemary.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Rosemary, can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Rosemary B. Marabilia from Purok Rizal, Santiago City, Province of Isabela. I'm 27 years old and I have two kids.
Okay, I have few questions for you to answer, so let's start. Why do you want to work as a maid?
I want to work because I want to earn money and for the future of my kids.
Why you choose Malaysia when there is a lot of other country?
I choose Malaysian because we have a great culture.
How are you qualified for this job?
Qualified because I'm hardworking, honest, and patient.
May I know what is your educational level is?
I'm a high school graduate only.
What is your recent experience?
As a housemaid for 2.5 years.
Have you worked abroad before?
No, ma'am.
Do you have experience of taking care of baby or elderly people? If yes, please indicate the details.
Yes, ma'am. 3 children of age at 8 years old, 9 and 10 years old.
Do you have any other special skills?
Yes, ma'am. Just like cleaning the house, gardening, cooking.
Are you willing to learn new skills?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you willing to work with a family where the mother-in-law or any relatives stay together?
Yes, ma'am.
Currently, are you still working?
No, ma'am.
Do you know how to cook?
Yes, ma'am.
What sort of food can you cook?
The Filipino food.
Are you aware that you will have to do washing, cleaning, ironing, and cooking?
Yes, ma'am.
From all the house chores, which do you like most?
I want most the cleaning the house.
If ever you were selected to work in Malaysia, who will take care of your kids?
My mother, ma'am.
You're not allowed to use handphone during working hours.
Yes,
You're not
ma'am.
allowed to use handphone during working hours.
Yes, ma'am. It's okay.
You are only allowed to use handphone after you finish all the works and when going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
You are strictly needed to surrender the handphone to your employer in the morning and your employer will return back to you once you're going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
If ever your employer finds out that you're abusing of using your handphone and it's affected your work performance, your employer will confiscate your handphone and you're not allowed to hold it anymore. Instead, your employer will allow you to call to your family 3 times in a month. You're only allowed to bring normal phone and you're not allowed to bring smartphone. Are you agreed for the terms and conditions?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you agree to the rules and regulation for the handphone?
Yes, ma'am. I agree.
How many years is the contract as you agreed and understand?
It's only 2 years, ma'am.
Can you describe for me your ethics?
I think it's like
Can you describe for me your ethics?
I'm,
How can you assure to us that you will work hard in Malaysia?
I assure that I will do my best. I will do my best to do work.
Can you promise not to use the telephone without the permission of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to put on makeup but to dress properly while work?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to invite friends and relatives without the consent of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to ask for advance salary from your employer under any circumstances?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you really understand of the rules and regulation of the agency?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you pay any placement fee for you to come to Malaysia to work as a maid?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any history of sickness, example breast cancer or any other illness?
No, ma'am.
Do you suffer from any skin diseases, allergy or any physical defect?
No, ma'am.
Have you suffered from any serious illness?
No, ma'am.
Have you undergone any operation?
No, ma'am.
Are you medically fit?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you in any medication?
No, ma'am.
Are you allergic with any food?
No, ma'am.
Are you prepared to work for the employer of any race?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you prepared to eat the type of food taken by your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you afraid of being left alone in the house?
No, ma'am.
Are you afraid of dogs or any other pets?
No, ma'am.
Can you promise to work according to instruction from your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any immediate family working in Malaysia?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Rosemary, we have finished our question section. Let's go to case study. I have a case study for you and want you to answer me truthfully. Okay, upon arrival in Malaysia within 6 months, if ever any of your family members passed away, what will you do? Will you continue to work till finish your contract or you will go back?
Mm, I, I will I will try to ask my employer to allow me go to Philippines, but if they do that, I can accept it, ma'am.
Tell us about yourself and why do you want to work in Malaysia as domestic helper?
I want because for my family and to improve my skills.
Okay, Miss Rosemary, what do you want to tell to your employer who watching your video?
Ma'am, if I'm the one who luckily chose, I will do all my best to do work.
Okay, thank you very much, Rosemary. We will update to your agency if there's any selection made by the employer.
Yes, ma'am.